his perspective was kind of
That's
on the
why we
tip
have this
of
fade.
people is not gonna
But
conform.
it's too
People is just gonna still
late.
kind of be
Fucking
in their own.
2025.
What the heck is that? Y'all heard that?
Have a, to have an ego is to have an identity. For real, for real.
Fuck, that just threw me off. Y'all heard that?
Have
Yeah,
a,
I heard that.
What the
you heard me,
fuck?
Ozzy?
Yeah.
Oh,
Y'all heard me?
oh shit! That made me forget what the hell I was talking about.
I
But
was saying, to have an ego is to have an identity.
have it, yeah, yeah. But okay, boom.
Yeah,
So understanding the ego and then having a okay. Oh, that's what I was talking about. So heavy, me and heavy
yeah,
was talking about that. We need to get more into creating a new culture, right? So we need to get
facts.
more almost like what they do in Japan and China, where their
Yeah, new
culture
program.
is martial arts, yoga, meditation, you know what
Right.
I'm saying, discipline. If
Hey,
we
so
had these things
you see where
rooted
I'm
in our
going? You see
system,
where I'm going? I'm talking
that
about
would
the whole
change everything.
Buddhism thing. We need to get on something like that.
Real shit.
It's a new
And that's
program.
our
The
culture.
thing
That's
is,
our spiritual systems. It's just been
Oh yeah,
taken over
most
by
definitely.
foreigners,
Yeah.
and
yeah,
they've been made the mascot of that. But the first samurais was black. The first Buddhist was black. Buddha was black. Buddha
Hey,
literally has
we need to think.
fucking locks,
We need to figure out something because them Chinese kids over there, they come and whip all these kids over here in
bro.
America
And they
what they
got their
know.
numbers are killing us. There,
Man, China ain't playing.
there's more people
China
that
is not
speak
playing.
English in China than there is in America. There's more
That's
English
why I was trying
speaking
to
people in
ESOL.
China than there
Listen,
is in America.
listen,
Really think about that.
listen.
yeah.
I made this plan back in what 2019. My job was to get to Hawaii, pick up ESOL license, and move to Japan and teach them how to speak English. That's actual real pay. They will pay you to do that. They were
Yeah,
paying
I
Yeah.
got a
people to
homie
go
that
teach
doing that.
them how to
And a
like
year and a
do
half.
English for real. Like they are literally paying Americans to come over there and live in Japan, live in
I,
Asia, live in any type of China, and teach them kids ESOL
You
and
low key
they
got to
English.
learn Japanese
bucks.
though too.
Now, I mean, yeah, you gonna learn it when you over there,
That shit
but your
hard.
job is
That's
to
a
teach
hard ass
English.
language to learn. That's like one of the
It's
hardest languages
really
on
not
earth to learn.
though. If you've been watching anime your entire life with the
Bro, no,
subtitles on,
it's
you're
different to
good. Now,
actually
if you
like
dub
learn
niggas
that
is
shit.
watching,
No, learning a different language is
if you
hard. I
watching
tried to
dub
learn
niggas,
Spanish,
yeah,
and
you're
that shit is
fucked.
hard. Man.
And Japanese one of the hardest languages on earth, damn near to learn.
The hardest language to learn is
Hey,
the
but I
English
also
language.
found out though every language derives from Latin though. That's what I'm trying to crack there right now.
All
Not
of
all of
the
them,
So
just the
all of the
European ones,
languages.
the ones that are most accepted by society.
Right. But Chinese and like Japanese is actually I'd say closely related to like Arabic and Hebrew. If you look at the way the
That's more
character,
closely related to the origins of language, I think. When you get into like the Hebrew, Arabic, and even the
right, right,
Asian tongue, because those are
He-
some of the ancient civilizations that held their cultures for the longest times.
right, Hebrew, Arabic, and Aramaic, I think, are like some major key languages.
For sure. And then even to like what Ethereal be talking about, the English language is something to be pondered upon too because of its popularity, even though it's a lot of witchcraft in it. But you know what though? Not really, because you're supposed to use your tongue, like, and you're supposed to use like you feel me, your diaphragm. Like the Africans, how they speak real hard. You're supposed to. That's to go back to vibration, because speaking is really a vibration. So it's we need you're supposed to use your diaphragm when you speak. English language doesn't really allow you to use your diaphragm, so there's
Right,
no vibration when you talk when you use the English tongue. It
it's more
cuts
from
off your ability to really use your tongue and your diaphragm when you speak.
right.
So even when we talk, it
Do we
lowers
really
our
even need
vibration just
languages in
speaking
terms
English.
of using words? Like it was a point of time we wasn't even using our mouth to even speak. We was communicating telepathically. So
Well,
like, do we even need?
But I feel like the whole telepathic conversation is kind of a perversion, or it's kind of what's the word? It's kind of like we inflate that. It's more so eye contact. Like telepathy
Like,
is
what's the
just
way to
eye contact.
communicate? Say for instance, we was in the store or something, right? And somebody just do something ignorant or foolish. Like we give like, you ever do like a side eye or something like
Yeah,
that?
or
That's like a
even
way
your
of
mama.
communicating.
Your mama goddamn just look at you. You know exactly what she said. I'm probably beat your ass. You
Mm-hmm.
gonna sit your ass down, and you ain't. You know what I'm saying? That's or even babies. Babies will cry, and you have to decipher. Eventually, they learn
Right.
other grunts and other sonic waves to transport that, but to a certain extent. And then you got to also think about if you study
Crack
animals.
the code. We need to look at how animals,
That's what I
nature, because
literally see. We on the
nature is the
same shit.
greatest. Nature is the
Exactly.
greatest thing. We need to look at how the animal kingdom they communicate
The
amongst each
animal.
other.
Look at dogs. If you ever had a pit bull or like a high intelligent dog, you'll look at their eyes. Literally their eyebrows, the emotions. They communicate. Even they'll put their head down. They'll raise their heads up. They communicate so much
Or they like if they
simply,
get like or
simply
trouble, they
with
know they in trouble.
mannerisms.
Something like they like whimper if they in
Yeah, and
trouble
they'll
or
put their
something.
little head down, and even their eyes, they'll put they'll get the puppy dog eyes is real. Like all that is real shit. You can just literally
Right.
look at somebody and communicate. And if you think about basic survival skills, all humans are here, and really all we doing is eating, fucking, and sleeping. That's really the only thing humans really
Hmm.
do. Everything else is just a glamorization of these three things, these three basic necessities: eating, fucking, and sleeping. So
Yeah.
it's really not that much to talk about if you're not trying
Animals,
to you
you can
practice
tell a
the
conscious
craft of
animal from
speech.
an unconscious animal. Like animals look conscious, just like you got NPCs that look like NPCs.
Well, that they
Hmm.
say that animals are bahima. It's like a Arabic term, but it's like basically meaning that they are what they
Behemoth.
are. No animals. They're like bahim or some shit like that. Basically meaning that they are what they are. They're just coded. They can't be separate from God. Like they
Of
say in the
course.
Bible when they say we have free will. Free will is the ego. That's what makes us a higher level spiritually because
Yeah.
we can do we don't have to listen to God. And meaning God meaning nature. We don't have that code in
Right.
us like a dog has to just listen
Yeah.
and be in submission and have certain
Well,
intuition that
we
allows
don't
it to
have
just live
they,
life.
they don't
Yeah, we
have the
should have
matrix
free will,
program.
but in the Bible, they teaches
They
you
don't have the
basically.
matrix program, so that goes to show you that nature's natural state is heaven. And it's the
Exactly.
humans that have the false code that are projecting the information of that code onto the environment in
Well, I
totality.
think that humans can make heaven better. I feel
Of
like
course.
we're constantly increasing that space of nirvana. Like, cause
If-
think about the first time they made a bed, and they was like, "Oh shit, what is that?" And then
Man,
they
you feel me?
added some memory foam to the shit. Oh shit, what is that? And it's that level just constantly increases. And then based off of us being ego people and us wanting to attract a female, you're not gonna let that man have a softer bed than you or a bigger house than you. So that's when the whole everything happens because now it's competition. You feel me?
Right.
That's interesting.
See,
I like how you put
that's the
that.
thing too. That's why the opposite dark code was created. It was created to give self some sort of competition.
Yeah.
Healthy
In the
competition is
conversation,
good, man.
I feel like the
Nothing's
conversation
wrong
is
with
more
healthy
important than
competition.
competition. I feel like competition is when you start being in a space of lack and you feel
I
like
mean,
Yeah, it
somebody
always got to
can't
be
compete
because
with you.
back. Yeah,
I
it
mean,
always got to
it
be.
depends.
It's
Yeah,
competition. It
at
can become.
but it depends on. I say it depends on how you look at it, because depending on how you look at things, you create your own definition for it. So, I guess my
Yeah, because
definition,
it's always some type of foreign competition. Going back to the animal kingdom, right?
yeah,
What do two alpha lions do to win over the lioness?
they compete.
That
Yeah,
shit
they
gets
they
savage though.
compete.
They damn near kill each other in the wild.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I guess it's natural for humans to do the same. I guess even gods to do the same.
But
As
we
above, so
have a
below, right?
higher intellect than them though. We have a space where of course that's a part of nature, but I
Yeah,
feel
we
like
can
once we
choose
get
to
into
compete.
assignments. But then there is a king and a queen though. And that they
Yeah,
can't everybody there's a chief and there's Indians. Everybody can't be a chief. And
yeah,
I feel like at the same time people need to be more comfortable with just being an Indian because
yeah.
like I think somebody said something about that
I
earlier.
got an example.
Everybody has a different level of consciousness and purpose. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't be a leader. It's nothing wrong with being a follower. That don't really mean you less than. That just mean
Hell
that's
no.
the space you in.
You may be a hell of a fucking follower. The only
Yeah.
reason the leader, a true leader, isn't even elected. He isn't even elected, or she isn't even elected by themselves. They're elected by the public.
Hmm.
I
It's
mean, like a
natural.
true leader is truly elected by the collective.
It's the nucleus. If you look at a group as as a cell body, it's the nucleus. You got the mitochondria. You got the ribsome. You got the You feel me? You got all these
And the
different
whole
aspects
system
of the
couldn't
community.
exist even if one was missing.
Yeah. So it's all essential. The nucleus just happen to be the motherfucker that talk the most, or the one that has most of the ideas. But that
Yeah.
idea cannot spark without the help of everybody else
Hell
adding to
no.
that spark.
It can't. Like you can have a blueprint to be able to create something so fucking beautiful that everybody in the fucking world will benefit from. But if you don't have the people to help you manifest that blueprint, I mean, some people are better at creating the ideas. Some people are better at creating the colors that are going to be a part of the ideas. Then
Hmm.
you have the people that are masters at the footwork. You know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
You got the people that write that the person that wrote the blueprint. All right, now this goes to the company to be official by the board to make sure that the weight is that, the structure is all right. You know what I'm saying? All right, boom. So that gets certified. Then it gets digitally uploaded. Go to the next group. Then the next group. Then you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Projects. It's a group thing. And before you actually get the actual product, things have to go through multiple steps before you actually get the official product, unless you don't care about the people that you're creating a product for,
And
which
then
would be
that go back. I thought she was speaking on the
the
projects as in
Illuminati or
hood,
the Dark Forces. That
as
would
in
be
the
the way they
hood.
move. They don't care about what happens to the people they create. Well, they do care, but the whole point is to make sure that they don't succeed. So
Yeah,
they're not looking for the
I thought she
collective
was
spirit.
speaking on the projects as the projects, because just to show how high of a level the motherfuckers that's controlling this matrix are operating. One, if you look at a city, it looks like the inside of a fucking circuit board. So they have us gridded and we're batteries for their system. We basically are there in the hood are called the projects because they're doing experiments and projects on the humans that live here. They're spraying pesticides and all this shit in the air to make us move in certain hormonal balances. They got liquor stores on every corner. They got churches that's basically teaching us that this white surfer dude was our Lord and Savior while they sit up in castles and get paid off our tax
Hello,
dollars. You feel me? They're giving
hello.
us a bullshit curriculum.
Yeah.
Hello,
Hey, before you remember what I was saying? What part I had left off at for the internet cut off? I think because it was a good point. It was
go
like
ahead.
in order to be able to break down the structure, you have to break down the structure of the person. All right, this is where I left off at. This is where I think it cut out at. So you have a being who has the potential to be able to create operations of this size and manipulate populations this big, and it's housed inside a physical body. Because in order to be able to manifest within this matrix, the actual energy has to be housed somewhere. In the way that you projected a matrix, that energy has to be in somebody's body. So whether that is an actual person or whether that is a spirit that is jumping into, you know what I'm saying? So somebody has to be able to, or there has to be somebody out there with the potential to be able to jump that system by mastering it and overthrowing it and creating a really new refined system that is parts of the old system because it was inspired from that system, because as far as creation knows, that was the original system, right? And then, but that's the thing, that's not the eternal system. The system that will be integrated is a system that exists outside of time and space, because time and space was the old program system that was installed into the matrix. So you can reprogram the matrix to be the
Nah,
spirit
time and
realm.
space is the fourth dimension. So that's
I
just
mean,
a aspect of
you
reality.
got
You can't really avoid time
that's
and space unless you with God and you become an atmosphere.
that's
But
three
even
and
there, you
four.
have space. Even there,
Time and
you have
space. That's
time and space in a way. It's just big. It's just super,
time.
super big.
Time and space.
Expanded.
That's three and four. It's a in like an aspect where time and space is code. It's code for a specific type of simulation type deal. So like the physical world type simulation, it's like a simulation style.
Hmm.
That's what time and space is. So of course you'll have different spaces that have you're right, that'll have time and space as well. Because time and space is almost it's a system or an operation. And different planets have the same installed system operation. That's why other planets they have. To be honest with you, I think Saint is the oldest, and the game was really created back paradigm.
Oh, you were breaking up a little bit. I don't know if everybody else heard
It's funny. I was so tempted to say simulate these nuts, but I hear you though.
you. Simulate these nuts. That's crazy. I just realized Kraken was in here. Is that Kraken that's talking? What's up, gang?
That's me. Yeah, what's good, bro?
Is that you that's been talking the whole time?
No, no, no.
Oh, that's Thriller. Hey, what's up, bro? Hey, where you at, man? Did you
Hello,
did you go a little 5 points, or where you stopped at?
hello,
Yeah.
No, not yet. I'm thinking about going to Visions a little later on. I just gotta like shower, get ready, and shit.
All right,
What
let
are
me
you up
know.
to?
I might push up. I don't know. I've been
never.
working this shit, so I might if I get some energy, I'm gonna eat some more of this Thanksgiving leftovers, and then if I don't go comatose mode, I might pop back out. If
Bro
Word.
none though,
said
I want to link
4D.
though before you leave. So if not today, for sure, like tomorrow or Monday.
Yeah, for
Bro
sure.
said 4D is time and space. 4D is the noosphere. That's where the collective consciousness is. It's outside of time and space. It has time and
That's
space that runs
5D.
through it.
That's
No,
5D.
5D is fake. 5D is false.
What?
5D is your
Well,
iconic
that's your
matrix.
interpretation. I got a different breakdown of the dimensions.
So I'm gonna give you a book. I've been telling them to read this for years. It is called The Alchemy of the Nine Dimensions by Barbara Cho. Go read it, and it will tell you about the dimensions. 5D is a false paradigm.
Hello,
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know who that is. Keep saying hello.
Oh, okay. 5D
hello.
is a false. That might be.
Hola.
Oh, that's Trent.
There
All
we
right,
go.
five D is a false paradigm, and that's why I've been telling everybody that they got to reprogram themselves because they've been primed and programmed for all this fake alien invasion bullshit when it's really just coming from your ocean and shit.
Yeah.
But the 5D thing is a lie, and that's what I've been trying to get people to see. How the fuck they gonna get to 5D when they can't get out of 3D? 4D is
Well,
literally
Facts.
internet and consciousness.
the way I
It's
look
literally
at
the
it, that's
internet.
aspect of us right now. We can access all dimensions. We just can't live on them
Yeah.
But we can't
from
is my
here.
point. There's laws to this shit, and everybody wants to like correlate this shit like it's that easy to
Being
access. You cannot
being
just
it's
jump
not.
into these other
These dimensions are
consciousnesses
definitely not fucking easy to access. But as
at
far as
all.
being omnipresent in them, yes. And in the astral realm, some people have access to certain dimensions that other people may not have access to.
Most people can't even get
Especially
to the
when it
astral
comes to
realm
things
unless
like
they're asleep. You see what I'm saying? And when
yeah.
you're asleep, you're not
But
even really asleep. You're in a REM state that goes into different theta states that allow you to access the information from your oversoul. You got to understand that these dimensions are physical places in the mind. They're not
yeah,
actually out there. The way that it's portrayed physically is how we perceive it, and then we draw it out and we stack on top of it as if it's an actual reality. These places are very real, but it's all in your
facts.
fucking head. Do you remember when Harry dies at the end
This
of the
is
movie?
all
But
this
would
reality
would
right
those
here
not
is
be the
all in
outer
our head. It's
circles
all the same shit.
Right. So
outside the eyeball?
When Harry dies at the end of the movie, remember he's at King Cross Station and Dumbledore's sitting there, and Dumbledore's been dead for over a year, but Dumbledore's in his head, and you remember he said, "Professor, is this all real, or is this in my head?" And then he said, "Of course it's in your fucking head." That doesn't make it. That does not mean that it's not real, though. You see what I'm saying? So like when you do the matrix and they plug it in, where do they plug it into? The back of the head. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying the dimensional access to the 5D, there was no such thing. You went from 3D to 4D. That's the collective. And then you jump to 6D. 5 was
You're
not needed because
you're
5D deals with the heart. You see what I'm saying? Now most people can't deal with the heart space because they don't know how to be emotionally intelligent. Oh, I read this book.
Your wife what she needs. Your woman needs love and affection and attention, not respect. She needs that. So and that it says wives respect, honor thy husband, because a man needs respect. It ain't about see you want to give a motherfucker something they had no use for. That's why they preach that.
But
Women
nah,
don't do well
it
with
still
respect
need to
anyway.
be
Hey,
because the
some of you
Bible
women that are in
has
the
the
chat,
Father, the Son,
you
and
two in the
the
chat, I need
Holy
y'all to
Ghost.
speak.
The Holy Ghost is a divine feminine
Brave
because
enough
it
to
comes from
speak,
the Father, the Mother, and the Son.
facts.
women.
And Kemet.
Okay,
That's where it
okay,
comes
no,
from.
no, no, okay. But
Not
again,
the wife, nigga. Worry about
now,
the mother, nigga. You steady talking
now,
about the wife. It's the mother.
The mother.
The mother. Hold on, wait a
course,
minute. She
of
shouldn't
course
be a
it's
mother without
mother.
being a wife first. That's it. What the fuck? Unless you go out here free
So
fucking
hold
and
on,
then
hold
you
on, hold on.
and then you free
Let me
fucking with
interject real quick.
Wait a
consequences.
minute, hold on. You right in the aspect, but then that brings in Mary. How the fuck
Okay,
that happen?
but again, I'm
Read
coming
the
from a
Gospel of
Christian
Thomas.
aspect. If y'all are talking about something outside of the Bible, then talk about that. But don't bring up the Bible and talk and say what about the woman, the mother,
It's
the
not
wife.
even
I'm trying
no.
to.
This,
I'm
well, it's
giving
not
them.
just the Bible though. It's not just the Bible though. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah,
But
now
I
I get
got
what
what
you're
you're
saying,
saying though.
but
I
I'm
fully
coming
got
from
you.
perspective of that. If we're talking about something else, talking about ancient Kemet and ancient Egyptians, how I feel about that is them niggas dead and gone for a reason, straight up like that. So whatever the fuck they had going on clearly didn't work. So when niggas bring them niggas
I
up,
mean,
they
I
had
got your
live
logic. I
information.
got your
I
logic.
say, yeah, they also had death in abundance, and they came, sought, and conquered. So
Yeah,
what?
but it was a cycle for that.
I,
No. But be real. It was a time for that, right? Just like it's a time for right now that this shit is finna switch already because we already see the change. We already see that women are more niggas than niggas, and niggas are more feminine than women now.
and that's my point when you talk about ancient commit. The reason why I don't bring up ancient information and shit like that, because they all fell victim to what the fuck America's falling victim to right now, which is you want to uplift the woman, but you can't uplift the woman without pulling down the man. So
Not really.
what
We
what
need to
what?
be equal. We need
After
to be
hold
side
up,
So
by
What?
side.
no,
hold
okay.
up,
Listen
hold
to what
up,
you're saying.
hold
Because you
up.
Li-
can't
No,
have
no,
no,
it
no,
no,
both
hold
no,
No.
up,
ways.
You right. No,
It go
no.
back
hold
to
up.
the
no,
Trent.
no.
conversation of light
Hold
versus
We
up.
can
dark.
Hold
Trent's
up,
definitely right.
hold up,
we can
hold up.
never be
Order, order in the
equal
court.
as no. We can never
It
be
ain't. No, no, no,
equal.
no, no, no,
But
no.
w- but the reality is,
Hold on, let him finish.
I'm never taking away the importance of a woman. A woman's position in a man's life. Wife, mother, nigga, is very important to that man. That man can't function knowing his home is in disarray.
That's a
So
fact.
No,
she's just as
facts.
important. But what I'm saying is, why do we have to uplift her every single time? And every time we do that, we gotta pull down somebody. I'm not
I'm
talking
speaking
about
on the
uplifting her
witchcraft.
issue.
That's
I'm
what I was
talking
All right,
about
talking
let
Now,
about.
me
how.
speak
Trent,
real quick.
Trent, no, I'm with you on that. You right.
I'm
But
talking
guess
All
about
right.
what?
how.
For men to come into power, women had to go down, right? Women,
No,
No,
yes, they
no,
did.
no,
Yes, they
no. That's
did.
not.
no.
No, that's
Bro,
not what
this is
All
happened.
right, all
through
right.
No,
history.
Hold up,
no,
This is
hold up,
through
no,
hold up, hold
history.
up,
no,
hold up,
This is
hold up.
no,
through
Let me
history.
speak
no,
real
Who
quick.
no,
are the
Order in the
original?
court.
no,
Who
Order
did
in the
we
court.
worship in the
Look,
beginning?
Order in the court.
Who did we worship
no.
in the beginning? Who did we
The
worship?
son, the son.
No, we worshiped the mother first.
No,
No,
we didn't. No, we
Nah, we
fucked
worship
the
the
mother.
sun. That was the first
we worship
deity
the
in every
mother.
religion.
No,
We
we
worship the
all
fucked
right,
the
mother.
mother. We
all right. Look,
worshiped the
And look,
son
and when you
first.
talk about no,
That's
no,
the
no. And
only
first of
real
all,
deity
niggas
too.
love to do this shit. No, no, niggas love to do this shit. You said we. Who is we, nigga? And who is everybody? Nigga, we have
Homo
tribes for a
sapiens.
reason. No cap. We
Homo
got
sapiens.
tribes for a reason. They did
Even to
not
this
all
day.
have the
Even
same
to
belief
this.
systems.
Even to this day, the only two major. This is what. Hold on. This is what the number one debate is between religious people and non-religious people. Is whether we're worshiping the physical sun or a depiction of God's literal
Hey, Sage,
biological son, and
is the
or
woman
the moon.
depicted as a son? Didn't we just talking about this the other day?
Okay, so he's talking about Christian, not
No, 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 no,
non-Sabian.
no,
Your mom,
no,
you
no.
need some
I'm
No,
no,
earphones,
no,
no.
no,
man.
I'm
no.
saying Trent is talking about
all right.
Christian.
Look,
He's
No,
look,
no, no.
look,
speaking
Trent. Let me, let me get,
No,
let me
no,
get a
no, no,
minute.
no.
Yo,
Wait.
all right,
No,
hold on,
I'm
look. Let
saying.
me
Oh,
get a
I'm
let
minute.
Tyler
speaking.
hit it.
No,
Tyler
no.
been wanting to talk.
Right now. I'm speaking in general. I'm telling you, if you study any forms
I
of people
understand what
worshiping
he's
something
saying
higher than
though.
themselves, they came for the sun first. They came for the sun, then they came for the moon, and then the moon became a physical representation of the woman. And then he started worshiping water. And then it just progressed. But the number
Yeah.
one thing that came first was the hot ass sun. That big ass yellow light in the
So
sky
your
was
mama,
the
I
first
haven't
thing
taught him
being
this
worshipped.
yet. I haven't said this yet to him, so he doesn't
Have
know what we're
y'all ever
talking about.
sun gazed? Has anybody ever sun gazed in the chat?
Of
Yes, I
course, of
do it all the
course.
time. Yes.
Okay, if you sun gaze and you look at that big beautiful ass star in our solar system, and take away everything else. Take away society, take away propaganda, take away buildings, take away civilization. If you in your group of humans that's around you, look at this big ass giant ball of fire in the air every day comes up and gives life to everything. What else could you point to as God?
Woman. Cause I ain't never called no nigga beautiful. But okay.
The moon.
Nigga, I said the sun,
No, no,
nigga. I'm talking
no,
about the
no.
sun.
No,
You
no,
said no.
we're saying the same
You're
thing. You just didn't
saying
get
you're
it. Didn't
saying
catch
you're
it.
saying what else? You're saying what else? He's saying women. I'm saying the moon. I'm literally saying it was one of those two
Hey, yo,
things
look, look,
before
look.
before
Let
it
me get the
transgressed
floor
or
for one
something.
minute. All right, hold up. This is what y'all are all failing and fucking up to realize. Number one, when you uplift someone or the woman, that doesn't mean you tear down the man. Okay? So we want to bring up ancient Kemet, okay? All of that kind of good shit. In ancient Kemet, the woman and man were side by side,
Mm.
okay? There is no equal, there is no motherfucking above or below. What there is equal pieces on the board. The queen is the most important, however, because she is the architect. The man is the builder of her vision, period.
So the
Okay?
woman,
So
basically in simple
hold
terms,
on.
the woman
It's not
demands, the
equal,
man
it is
acts.
not superior. Okay? It is different. You need an engine just as much as you need the motherfucking wheels.
And look,
Okay?
and you
Hey,
can make it even more simple if we go back to what we said earlier about the light versus dark. This is what I was talking to
All right, but
about Heavy a while
hold
ago. The woman is
on, Crystal,
darkness,
hold up. Let me
man
just
is
get a
Hold
light.
second.
on,
All right?
let
Let
him
me just get
finish.
a
I want to
second.
see what you're saying.
So we have to understand
oh Lord,
we
this nigga.
have we have no hold on. We have failed and recognized it's not the person. It is the divine feminine principle. But somehow
Hey
men
T,
and women,
Is he
especially
going out for y'all too?
yeah, he
Your
Yeah,
is.
he
service
going
is
out.
going
He
out,
going
Tyler.
out.
You
He
Hold,
in the
talking your
matrix.
shit though.
everybody, hold on. Hey T, can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear all y'all.
My bad. Okay, look, you cut out for a little bit. So look, everybody be quiet. Hey, look, just calm down. I think it's cutting out because you amped up. I think like
Andrew.
your mic cutting out.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no, my bad. I'm talking real loud because I'm in my car and it's
Oh no,
loud
you
in here.
good. You
Oh,
good.
all
You
right.
good. You good. No, we just trying to hear you because you was cutting out. You was cutting out. Go ahead. Just take the baby oil off the microphone. It'll come out clear.
That nigga been wrestling with Diddy today. That's why he mad.
Bitch, you will never.
Hey
So
boy,
now
got that
look, right?
baby oil all over them
You gotta
hands.
understand that it's never ever a tearing down of the man, a replacing with the woman. It's never a tearing down of the woman and replacing with the man. They must be equal, right? Or in place together. But the woman has a special place. Period. But however, it's the divine feminine principle that we must uplift, which is uplifted by man and woman.
Look, watch this though. Watch this. If y'all gotta really be on a certain level, like we talked about earlier, y'all gotta be on a certain level of consciousness to really perceive what I'm about to say. The woman is darkness, the womb, the man is the spark, the seed, the first sperm, that's the big bang on the esoteric level, that we are the same space talking and conversing with each other. The sons and the daughters are the seeds that grow based off of the man, the masculine, planting seeds in the womb, the feminine, and letting the womb nurture what the man is creating and thinking about using thoughts. The I am. So the I am is speaking, the woman is receiving and multiplying. So these are the seeds and everything we see in reality. So together is no it's retarded to even make it a competition like one is better than the other. They are one. And at the
That's
same
what I'm
time,
saying.
they are one, they're reflecting each other's light. So one just gives power to the other gives power to the other, and then their creations are the sons and daughters, which are us.
Thanks.
Okay, now
That's a
look,
that's a
Hey,
very good
I
way of
agree.
putting
No,
it.
I hear
look, I
y'all.
agree with that.
I
I
hear
agree with
y'all.
that to
I,
a
I
certain
I
But
extent.
like the way you
hold
put
on,
that.
hold on,
That
hold on. I just
that was
posted.
sensible.
I just posted in the
Gotta keep
chat.
it simple.
I posted it in the chat, and I'm gonna be very simple, and I'm gonna show you something because I haven't talked. This is what Tim is. Your mom is talking about because we were talking about
Nigga,
this.
yo, mama.
I was taught something different. Now, my practice, Shinto, the sun is a woman. It's not a man. And this is what the Japanese practice. Now, let me learn you right quick. I know that they say the sun is a man and the moon is a woman. But if you
That the
look at the
teachers say
moon, if you look at the moon with the stars and all the countries that hold the moon and the stars, most of those countries are fireborn, fire-led Muslim countries. When you look at that, the male is the dominant as the moon, and he is the master dominator. The women can't do this, the women can't do that, which forces them to sneak in Christianity and all the other shit when they're trying to escape it. On the East, it's practiced differently. Remember, over here, they flipped everything and they use Egypt and they don't even use it correctly because Tyler just said they were equal on, they were the same, but they were equal. They were side by side. You feel me? And I fuck with that heavy because I understand that. But in these practices over here, they lied to you and said that the man is the sun. You see what I'm saying? Because that sun god, look in the comments. I posted it. Amaterasu. This is Naruto right here. Amaterasu is the actual Japanese sun goddess and major deity in the Shinto religion, which is what I practice. Her name translates to the great divinity illuminating heaven. This goes back to the Gnosticism, where they said the actual God is a woman named Sophia, and that her son, when she had him, was actually from the darkness. He came out of her womb not complete and said, I am the only
It's like
God, there are no gods before me. And that's why he was
that's the same
feminine
as the
based,
Egyptian story.
because he was emotional, and he was like, oh, I'm jealous God, I'm this